Hello guys, how you all doing? Well, I got a comment yesterday where the guy asked me about my view on gold. So I'm gonna try and go through gold. So you must make sure that you stick with me throughout, so that I'll be, because I'll be giving you sort of tips or showing you how you should approach the markets to make it easier for you to, at the end be able to say, oh, okay, based on this, I think I must look for trades in this direction or that direction. So yeah, and if you're new here, make sure that you also check out the other videos, because most of the concepts that I'll be applying here, I won't be going that much into details. Here I'm giving the view on gold, so you must make sure that you check the videos where I did the separate videos for those concepts specifically. All right, let's get started. As always, we always start at the top. So this is our monthly chart, and you just have to check the zone above and the zone below. So the zone below would be it's our support, we know that, and the zone above is our resistance. So when you say the zone below and the zone above, you just have to say now the price is here. If it's here, let me go up, look for the nearest zone. Let me go down, look for the nearest zone. You see, that's your zone below and your zone above. Some of these tricks or the tips that I'm giving you, some of you have paid a lot of money for courses, but you have never had anyone actually simplifying the market analysis for you, showing you the tips and how you can sort of approach the markets. But you paid, but that's a story for another day. So in this case, our nearest area of support is the one that we are inside, which is this one, and then the resistance, we can say, starts there. So anything above that, it's just our resistance. So now we can conclude by saying monthly, we are inside the monthly support, and we did try, because remember it's a monthly chart, we did try and bounce from it. Remember, the lowest we've been was here, and then bounced to until there. You can see that was a lot of pips, because this is a monthly chart. So when you're going down to daily and weekly, you'll see that gap is actually a very big move. So to conclude, here we are just inside the monthly area of support. We can put our rectangle just to mark that. Remember, on every time frame you approach it as an individual time frame, so that you don't confuse. You can't say because I marked the level here or trend line here, then it means when I'm going down to weekly I mustn't do that. So that's not how we do things. Right? So let's go. So now we are on weekly, and we need to do the same. We need to mark the level above and the level below. So the level above here would be from here. It's our resistance on weekly, right? And the level below would be this one here, which is inside our monthly. This is our monthly support, and this is our weekly support. So we can conclude saying that by saying that the price is bouncing from our weekly area of support that is located or chilling nicely, that is found inside a bigger monthly support. And last week it gave us sort of a rejection bar or indecision type of a bar. So we can say if the price gives us something like this and then it goes above, remember, we only entertain these things if they're forming at what? At significant levels. So we don't entertain a pin bar that forms in the middle of nowhere. A pin bar like this, if you say this is a pin bar, we're not going to entertain it and say that, because it just formed in the middle of nowhere. But if it forms at an area of support or at an area of resistance or at a trend line, that's when we raise our ears and pay attention. So in this case, the one that we are having, this one here, it's inside the monthly and weekly support. So that's the one that we have to pay attention to. All right. And yeah, someone can ask and say, why are we not marking this one here and saying this is our opposing structure? Now personally, I would only mark that one if it gives me because if you check the space and it doesn't give us like a, you can see it's sort of like a pullback, but it's okay, fine, you can put it. I think it will look nicer on daily. On weekly, no, but we can just mark it for now. But it's not something that I'll pay that much attention if I'm trading weekly. but let's check how it looks on daily. On daily, obviously it will look different, and it will definitely be a level there. So let's go to daily. You can see that the past couple of weeks we've just been moving sideways, making sort of, we're not going up or down, we're just moving to the side. But let's see. So when we were going down, our trend line was here, all right, and the nearest area of resistance was this one when we were going down, and the price came back. I want you to pay attention, because what I'm gonna say now is something that I've always been preaching to you guys, saying that you need to be careful. If you check the price, the lowest it came was here. It went up. When you're buying, if it happens that it gives you a reason to buy here on H4, yes, we understand we are inside the monthly support, but it does not mean we need to neglect everything along the way. That's why when you're getting your trade, I always advise you to exit at the nearest area of opposing structure, be it a bearish trend line, in this case, because we want to buy, or a resistance. So this is our resistance level, and when you're buying, this is at the resistance level, you're exiting, and you wait for the price to show you what it wants to do. In this case, look what the price did. Oh, sorry, the price was here. Okay, let's just try and go back and see if you can get that. Okay, fine. So the resistance was here, right? And the price went up and hit your thing. It hits your resistance here. You can see that, and it turned down and went all the way down to this. You see? So that's why I always encourage you that when you hit the opposing structure, you don't have to predict that it will be broken. Rather, wait for it to be broken, then you execute in the new direction, whatever. You see? So in this case, the price went up there, and you have taken your profit because you exited the next opposing structure, and then it came back here. You see, that's what I'm always trying to avoid. Imagine having to see the profit that you made fade away to this, right? So yeah, in this case, it went up and the trend line was here, and it went up and it broke the trend line, and it also went above the thing. It also went above our area of resistance. So which means now the move to the upside seems like it's sort of confirmed. So all I have to do is to mark the nearest area of support so that I can look for taking trades. So this is the lowest point at this point, and I just want a board. You can choose to go with this one, you can choose to go with that one, because these are the tight boards, the smallest bodies that we have around here, but they are more around the same level. That's why you have looked to buy. So this is your daily support that gave us what? Move to the upside. I'm referring to this, and in that move broke resistance. It broke the resistance, which is this one, and it also did what? It also broke the bearish trend line, which is this one. So it's a very nice support. You see that? So that's why after identifying all of that, you say, if the price comes back to it, I'm definitely going to execute. And the price came back to it there, and then it got rejected like that. You see? So everything is still pointing up. For as long as you don't break this significant area of support, we're still looking to go to the upside. So let's check H4. So we can say if you are going to the upside, and then we can look to this area here. It's the one that I would be worried, because you can see we are failing to go above it. We're failing to go above it. We're failing to go above that. So if we get another reason to buy, so we're not gonna predict that. Yes, it can do that, but what you can do if you don't want to miss that, you can take, maybe if you're taking a bigger lot size, not the minimum lot size. If let's say the minimum is 0.01, and then you're taking 0.02 from around here, when the price gets there, you exit 0.01 and leave 0.01, the other 0.01 running. But you can either leave it running like that and still keep the stop loss where you had it initially, or you can move it to break even, so that you just watch how it plays out when it gets to this, so that if you get a breakout, you still have one trade running. But normally that's how I do it. I have two trades, and then when I get there, that's my target amount. Then the other one I can lock some profit, and then watch how the price behaves around that level, so that I can decide if either I'm gonna add on, or if I'm going to just wait and see how it plays out. If it comes back in, I'm not gonna lose anything because already I hit some profit. All right, so let's check our H4. So everything is still trying to go to the upside, but the price action is not so nice. I hope you agree with me. This is not going anywhere. It's just moving sideways, making it difficult for us to analyze. So here, when we got this strong pullback to the downside, it gave us this, which allowed us to put that trend line. And now this area of support, this H4 support, is the one that did what? Is the one that went up. Okay, I hope you can see that. Okay, let's use pink. It's the one that the move from that area of support, it went up like that and broke this H4 trend line and also the H4 resistance, which means this is a nice H4 support. Remember, on each time frame I was showing you which support is significant, but all of them, they still fall inside the bigger monthly support. So which means we've got reasons to think that the price is gonna go up. All right, but now unfortunately this one was not tested, because it would have been a better trade, here. Agreed, went up and broke that. That's when you say, I'm going to buy from this. It turned there, didn't give you a reason to buy, it still went up. But if it has to come here, you would look for reasons to buy. At the H4 support, that is inside daily support, which is inside weekly support, and that weekly support is also inside the monthly support. All of them, they're inside monthly support. So we are still thinking of going to the upside, but based on the current price action, it doesn't look nice. So the only area that myself I'll entertain is if it's this one, or if the price was to break this. If it was to break this, at least I'll have new areas that I can hope that the price will do that, and then I'll go exit somewhere there. Because remember that high, this high is the one that we marked on daily. If you still remember, you need to be able to, as you're moving down, don't forget what you saw on the other time frame is this one that we said, because the price here is failing to go above it, so when we're getting to it, I'm just gonna exit. So it's that one. So that's why when we're here and I say we are getting a reason to buy, we can exit here and watch what the price does. If it continues and breaks it, then we go down. In your movement, you go down from after breaking it, you go down on the same movement and identify the nearest support, mark it. For instance, this is my area below, which is the support, and because we broke the area of resistance, and now if we come back, I can look for reasons to buy again, because of what, we don't have resistance here anymore. I will be having enough room to push further up. So you can look for reasons to go up, my guy. Look for reasons to go up. And then, I'm not going to give you a level to say when the price hits, let's say 1835.11, we are buying. No, I'm not going to do that. And if you check, I've never, even in all my videos, I've never given you things like that. I just show you the areas that are significant. I tell you why I think they're significant, and I tell you what you can look out for so that you can try and take advantage of that. So on your gold, everything is pointing up, unless if you are a trader that trades smallest time frame, my M15, you'll find that you do have trades here, but this, for someone who's trading H4, that's nothing, you see. So let's check H1 just for control. No, this does not look nice. It did have like a very strong move here, came back, another move down, and that's what I'm saying. The first couple of weeks, I think 2 weeks or so, the price has just been moving sideways. So this is your level above on H1, and then level below, you can mark it here, and then your trend line on H1 is there. The price is around the trend line now. So if you're trading H1 and M15, when the price gets here, you can look for reasons to sell on your M15. If you don't get it, you don't get it. But if you get it, you can take your chances there and hope that the price will come to the nearest area of support on that time frame. But remember, if you're trading these ones, you need to be realistic. Always be realistic, guys. You can't take a sell here and then hope that the price will go all the way down. It can do that, but no, stick to your time frames. Stick to your time frames. If this is the risk and this is the nearest area of support, exit there. Don't try and fight, because you'll end up entering in the territory that you don't belong to, which is what your higher time frame. You find that you are even trying to fight the support on daily, which is what you didn't want. So make sure that when you're trading your smaller time frames, be realistic. Even when I'm trading daily, I need to be realistic to say that when I'm exiting, I'm gonna exit there at the nearest daily opposing structure. I exit, because if I try and stretch my luck, I'll end up fighting a bigger structure. I'll end up being in the territory of the bigger structure and lose my profit. So when I'm saying, if you're trading daily and then the price enters there, you look for selling opportunities. If you don't get it, you don't enter. I mean, if you are getting it, this is where you're going to. It's just that here it missed a bit, but yeah, that's if it comes again. I don't know if you will say this was a hit or what, but yeah, if you had gotten that, you'll be targeting this. Target that. Be out. Because if the moment you try and stretch it, the greed, that amount of greed is going to cost you. Yeah, so I'm gonna end it like that. Don't be greedy, be realistic, set realistic targets. You see growth over time, steady growth. You don't have to try and double your amount all at once, because if you can double it all with one trade, chances are that your account is small, or the size you used was big, which means the very same way you can double it with that size, you can even blow it with just one trade. So you need to be careful. All right, I'll end it like that, my guy. I'll see you all in the next video. Sharp.